Hey, Dad?
Mm-hmm.
So, you gave us permission to record audio for your wishes,
Yeah.
okay?
Mm-hmm.
And these are wishes for when you pass on to go to be with the Lord,
Mm-hmm.
okay?
Mm-hmm.
Number one, you already said like 5 or 7 wishes here.
Yeah.
So just correct me if I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna read them out loud.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Number one, you want Bertha to cook, give you medicine, be there so you can talk to someone. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes? Say yes or no.
Mm-hmm.
Yes or no.
Yes.
Okay. And then you want the church to keep going.
Yes.
Okay. You want either John, Jacob, or Danny to be in charge of the church like ministers.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. You want the church to grow and flourish and be made bigger
Yeah.
to bring a lot of people from the streets.
Yes.
Okay. And you want evangelism to take place there.
Yeah.
Okay. You need somebody able and healthy
Mm-hmm.
to run the church. Someone called from God.
Yeah.
Okay. And that brings us to number 7. Okay. What else, Dad?
I believe
Uh-huh.
that if all of us get in accord, in the same accord, I believe that God will bless us all.
Okay. So God
Bless us all
will bless us all
and benefit us all.
if we're all in one accord. And he'll or we'll benefit
Yes.
from this as well. But we have to be in one accord.
In one accord.
Okay. Okay. You got anything else to add?
Okay, I want to start now,
Uh-huh.
as soon as possible,
As soon as possible.
to start a fund,
You want to start the fund,
a money fund,
a money fund. Okay.
to use
To you. Uh-huh.
to remodel and enlarge
Uh-huh.
the building of the church,
Okay.
And the church being where?
and all the rest, all the rest of the building.
And all the rest of the building.
So we should specify which building that is. And
What building are you talking about, Dad?
Yes,
What building are
So-
you talking about?
the building of the church.
What's the address?
It's 4336 Clayton Street.
Okay.
319.
Okay.
Honda?
In Denver. Okay.
So that everyone involved in this accord
Uh-huh.
will have a place
Okay.
to live
To live. Okay, so does that mean when you say everyone, who do you mean?
That's why I want to remodel it and larger, make the whole thing bigger, with rooms, apartments, maybe 2 or 3 apartments. We can fit all of that in there. Huh?
Who do you want to live there then?
You guys, you and Bertha even, huh?
Me.
Bertha needs a house, a
Okay,
place
so
to live.
you want Jacob, Bertha,
And her kids.
and her kids, and who else?
And used to.
Jonathan.
Jonathan has a house already. Evelyn has a house already.
Uh-huh.
And Danny has a house already. The only one that doesn't have a house is you. Hmm?
So you want me to live? You want me to live with Bertha and her kids?
In there, if you run out of a house, you have a house. But we're going to have to work on that house too. Where you live.
So you want Jacob, Bertha, and her kids to live together?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Where? Where at?
At 4336 Clayton Street.
Okay. What else, Dad?
If they wish to do so, because we're not going to force them to live there. If they get mad and don't want to be in one accord with us,
Okay, so Jacob only lives there if they want him to live there.
Yes.
If Bertha and her kids want him to. Okay, and if they don't want me to? What if they don't want me to live there?
Well, if they don't want to, what I've been thinking is that maybe in time, maybe later, Bertha will get so mad, and so, because it's true, she's not in accord with it, with what we're doing, with the way we're living even now. No? But I have to include her in there, so she won't say that we're kicking her out of the place, Mm-hmm. And we have to include her in there, so she will benefit from what we're doing, see? And she'll feel I will benefit from that. And she'll want to come in, and work with us. Work with us, because that's what I want. If, like I say, if we all work together, we're going to have a lot of benefit, a lot of triumph, a lot of triumph, because that this here is just a start. Just a start. I have something and planning and something that is going to leave us a lot of money. And the Bible says that the love of money is a sin. Do you know that? Mm-hmm. The love of money is a sin, but there's a need for money to keep on working in the Lord, to keep on working for the Lord, and we need that money, even as Christians, to start to keep working for Jesus, if we apply that money to the work of the Lord too, you know. And that's what every Christian should do. Apply your money to keep on working for Jesus, because He's the one that provides that money. See? Without Him, we would have nothing. We would die real quick
Hey, Dad.
and
So
not do nothing.
I got a question. So next time Bertha comes over here, will you ask her if she's gonna want me to live with her and her kids?
Okay.
Okay. What do you think she's gonna say?
She's gonna say yes. She's gonna say yes. That's for sure.
Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing?
Because that's a good question, and that is a good question. She's going to say yes, but I don't know if she's going to say yes out of her heart. You know? But that's why I'm saying that we should all be in one accord, so we know what we're doing. You know.
Hey, Dad. But
Look,
go ahead.
that place is big enough to make 2 or 3 apartments. Not big, not big. One bedroom and one kitchen and one living room is all we need for each one of you guys. You don't have any kids or anything like that. Just to keep on running the church.
Hey, Dad. When you say each one of you guys, who are you talking about?
You guys.
No, but who? Give me names. Give me names.
Oh. Jacob. You have a friend. How can I say it? You, and is she willing to live with you?
Phyllis? Hey, Phyllis. My dad wants to know if you're willing to live with me.
But you gotta live with Bertha though.
And her kids.
You gotta be their roommate. You guys are moving out of the blue house and into that back soon.
Oh, yay.
We're gonna build it. We're not gonna. We gotta build it. That's why we gotta get together and build it.
Hey, Dad. So I got a question here. Okay. So if you're to pass before Bertha, which I don't know if that's gonna happen. None of us know. But if you're to pass before Bertha, and your desire is for me to go,
Bertha, it's pretty old already.
yeah.
And you gotta be conscious that she will go to in a few years. Maybe in a few years, maybe sooner, we don't know. Her mother died when she was only 69 years old. So you're going to be alone there. She's not going to be there too long with you guys. So we should include her in there too.
Oh, I know. But I'll be there alone with her kids.
When she goes, her kids will possibly go too.
What if they don't want to go?
What if they don't want to go?
Yeah.
I think they'll break down and go on.
Yeah. So.
Because they live in the farm, and they're used to living in the farm anyway.
The farm?
Not the farm, but
The country.
yeah.
So I have a question. if Berta and her kids decide that they don't want me to stay there, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think that legally they'll be able to kick me out?
No, you will be included in the will.
In the will, but the will, you'd have to state that you want me to move in there. Either that or that you want me to be part owner or something.
Well, we can do that. We can do whatever is necessary. Yeah?
What do you think? What do you think if we work with Berta like you said, okay, but then just to give them some space and give us some space, me and Phyllis we stay at the Blue House. Me and Phyllis stay at the Blue House at my mom's Blue House on 37th and Inca. Okay, and then if you want to give me some kind of authority.
You stay at that Blue House, but you have a part in
the house
and 4336 Clayton. You have a place right there reserved in case you needed it.
Okay.
In the event that you needed it. Eh?
So in order to do something like that, then I believe we need to make it legal.
Make it legal, yeah.
So that way there's no question. There's no question in anybody's mind, and people will know that I'm part owner of the property as well. You know, but I would rather not crowd their space, not live with them, because I'm already at my mother's right now, but what I want to do is I want to help my brothers carry out your wishes, you know. And if you want me to have a part of that property there, then the best way to do it, I believe, would be to make it legal. That way, like I said, there's no question about anything.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. We can make it so you'll be part owner of the place too. You know.
And then this is what my plan would be, Dad, because I have a heart for the lost and the homeless. My plan would be to work alongside of Bertha. Once Bertha realizes that I am part owner, and that your wishes were for me to be involved in that church and in the ministry there, then what I would do is I would start working the property to where we fix it, we make more living quarters, and then we bring folks that are less fortunate, and we start working with them, like kind of like transitional housing, and we start having them work around the church and be part of the ministry, and also, you know, we'll have them gain, either part-time or full-time employment, so they can start paying rent, and then they'll become productive members of society, and they'll be ministers as well, you know, because they'll be under the ministry there. They'll be learning, they'll be discipled, and then we'll be just working with people like that, like I've already been doing over at my mom's. You know, I've been bringing people there, you know, here and there for discipleship.
I'm looking for the family of Pascual.
Right here.
Okay.
We're going to take a break here.